where I spend a lot of time fishing in the Twin Cities area, Minnesota, as a fishing guide, we deal with a lot of pressured fish, a lot of anglers out there, and these fish get finicky, whether it's bluegills, crappies, you name it. We got to change our approach. We're dealing with pressured panfish, and there's a handful of approaches, and I'm a little unorthodox at times how I target these fish. A lot of anglers right off the bat are going to think immediately spring bobber, finesse jigs, and that's going to happen. There's a place for that. But when I'm targeting pressured panfish in large areas where a lot of anglers like to congregate, I'm going a little bigger. I'm starting off with a 16th ounce spoon. I'm working aggressively. I'm trying to pick that bigger fish out of the school, because so many times these anglers sit on these pods of fish and they wait for prime time, twilight, window bite, sun up, sun down. I'm not that guy. I'm combat fishing throughout the day. So I'll oftentimes go the opposite direction of many anglers, and I will chase them with a spoon or a larger plastic. Now, that's not always gonna work. Don't get me wrong. If it doesn't work, you have to do the finesse game, and I'm hitting them with a two-prong approach. I'm fishing them with either plastics, because the nice thing about plastic is I'm the master of what this presentation does. I'm not worried about a minnow. I'm not worried about a maggot. I'm not worried about line twists. When you get good at fishing plastics and artificial baits, you're the one in control. And having control when you're targeting finicky, pressured panfish is everything. Because when that big bluegill comes in and you got one shot at that fish, that spinning lure or that minnow that darts the wrong way, they don't bite it. So I can control fish when I'm targeting with plastic. So I'm using smaller jigs, generally a number 12, maybe a number 14, and I'm targeting them with smaller finesse plastics. And if that doesn't work, I go to a smaller, lightweight, vertical presentation that I can fish really slow, feather down the water column, and it gets these fish to go. Other tips you want to definitely consider, as I'm taking anglers fishing, oftentimes I see them fishing heavy pound test line. A lot of coil in it, 6-pound test line for bluegills and crappies. 6-pound test line should not be in your vocabulary for bluegills and crappies, especially pressured fish. We're fishing 3-pound test line, 2-pound test line, fluorocarbon, and reels that allow you to have the line come off straight and no line twist. So these spooler type reels, line comes straight off, the jig goes straight down, I'm alleviating twist, I'm giving myself control, and it's forcing me to slow down. So when I'm targeting these fish right now, like in 6-7 feet of water, a lot of guys want to bomb them down with a spinning reel. I'm feathering that thing down. I have to fish slow now, and I'm pulling line by hand, and I'm working that entire water column. That's something a lot of anglers don't do. They go right down to the bottom. I'm working that entire water column, and I'm fishing slow. We oftentimes fish way too fast for pressured fish. So whether you're fishing bluegills, whether you're fishing crappies, use some of these tactics. Try throwing something big at them. Give them that one big meal, and if it doesn't go, turn to plastics, turn to finesse approaches. Remember to slow down how you're fishing, and it'll put more fish topside.